All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So today I'm going to be covering an update on my Samsung Galaxy Watch 4. This is the 44 millimeter. Now, if you know me and you've been following me for some time, you know that it took me a while to warm up to smartwatches. And now that I regularly use them in 2022, 2021, in the last 5 years or so, I've made it a point to have a smartwatch. But sometimes smartwatches are not that functional. And in this situation, this one actually is very useful to me. So it's useful. So I do have the Z Fold 3 and I have other Samsung products, but I'm using the Z Fold 3 to record this video because that is the watch that I have this paired with, the phone that I have this watch paired with. So this watch has been getting used daily since I got it. I'm sure I've had it for at least a week and a half, 2 weeks, maybe. I'm not really sure, but I like this watch. I still have the Gear S2 Classic, and you know, it's in great condition, but I wanted a newer Samsung watch, and I don't buy watches just to buy them. I buy them if I'm going to use them or I think I'm going to enjoy them. Now, I ordered the silver combination here with this silver or gray looking band. You could get this in with a green body, a green band, you know, all these different combinations you can get it with. And this is the combination I got to pretty much just match my phone. I have a silver, Phantom Silver, Galaxy Z Fold 3, and I enjoy it. So this, as you can see here, is I bought the medium to large, which is basically an extra large. And this is a 20 millimeter band, which means that you can change this out and pop out the bands either way you want to and put whatever you want on here. So personally, I'm going to keep this combination because I like the way this band feels. Now, speaking of the hardware itself, I like how the watch goes together. When putting it on my wrist, I still have lots of room left to actually have more if I needed to, or if I was going to let someone else wear this with a smaller wrist, they'd be fine with this. They shouldn't have any problems with it. But I like how it clasps together. And I like the traditional style hoop right here. And also adding on that newer style with watch bands. So the watch band feels good. It's holding up pretty well. It's not really too dirty or anything like that. Obviously, sweat and things get involved with it, but overall, it's been fine. You can just clean it with a warm cloth and some soap and water if you want to, and you should keep this looking new pretty much for its entirety. And when it does start to fade, you'll be able to buy this same watch band again, or you'll be able to buy another watch band of your choice. Now, the hardware itself, this button here is a multifunction button, and this is a multifunction button as well. But this one right here will measure like your body, OS, your SPO and EKG, and it's very functional. And that's what this button is used for. And a lot of people just use it to go back. Like if you're somewhere, you'll just press it to go back. But you can actually use this bottom button, I think, to go back as well. But the hardware itself, besides those two buttons, this is a premium feeling watch. And, you know, some people say, you know, oh, you should have gotten the classic. Well, the classic, folks, isn't my style. I don't like that rugged style watch all the time. And I have other watches that are a more rugged style if I need that. But just look at how elegant and sleek this watch is. Look at the hardware on here. This is a sleek, elegant looking watch. And at first glance, it doesn't look like a smartwatch. This is a great companion just based on looks alone. It doesn't draw too much attention. And the fact that the band is a brighter color doesn't say much nowadays by today's standards, because a lot of people are using multicolored bands and brown bands, red bands. It doesn't stand out and pop to get too much attention. But obviously, if it was a black watch with a black band, it would be very subtle, and you know, people would consider that to be even more sleek. But I think just this hardware alone is just sleek in its own, with the black face and pretty much the black body on that portion, and then the silver frame that goes around it. So has weight to it, a very premium feeling watch, and it just looks and feels premium. Now, when it comes to the software, obviously this software, you can adjust it to what you want, and you can put different watch faces on here. So you can actually change this this watch face by you can change the watch faces by long pressing and adjust them. But you can also change the watch face by using the application as well. So you swipe through and you customize the watch faces how you want to customize them, and you pick whatever watch face you want to pick. So there's a lot of different watch faces you could possibly choose. This is another good one. I like a simple watch face when I can find one, but you choose which watch face you want to put on your watch. So, yeah, and you can change these colors too in the customizations of the watch. You can do it all from the application or customize it right on the watch itself. And let me show you what I'm talking about. You long press for a little bit and you just hit customize there, and you get into changing the color and things like that of the watch. So this bezel around the front of the watch is actually where the classic goes. That is where people would say, oh, you should have gotten the classic. Well, the classic has a turn dial right here. And that's just something that I just wasn't interested in this time around, but it is a touch sensitive area along this top and bottom here. So this is really good. I think this is really nice to be able to scroll through like that if you decide you want to. So everything on the watch is actually functioning fine, no problems whatsoever. I just wanted to give you a follow-up on it. Battery life on this thing is absolutely freaking ridiculous. It goes for approximately 2 days or more. As you can see here, I'm at 40%, and it is absolutely great. Now I'll show you some of the top settings here. I'll put it on. Now, the top settings are really simple. You swipe down like this, and you get into all your settings. You can obviously, these are labeled as clear as they could possibly be understood. Obviously, bed, I'm going to be sleeping, power and such, and settings, and finding the watch itself, and silence, and things like that. So this is where you can control a lot of things on your device. Obviously, if you're in the movies, you're going to click that and go into movie mode. Now, it does have Samsung Pay on board, so I can use this watch to pay. I can find my phone here, control the Bluetooth. There's just a lot in the settings here that are simple to understand. I like this big interface that it has when doing so, using the settings. And if you swipe up here, you can see all the applications and things like that. So navigating this watch is super simple. And as you can see, I finally been getting some really good sleep, decent sleep. But nonetheless, the watch is awesome. And I feel like if you're going to pick up a companion for whatever product you have, sometimes it's good to stay within the ecosystem of the company. Making phone calls on here is fairly simple. I don't want to get into, making phone calls and testing because it exposes my phone number sometimes on my other device. And, point is, I can text message from here. I can send anything within a regular text message. I can do it right from the watch. And as far as phone calls go, I go ahead and pull up the dialer for you. I've got a regular dialer. I just dial the phone and I make a phone call, and phone calls on the watch sound good. No problems whatsoever. And it's just a quick way to make a phone call or answer if I just want my hands free. I've taken lots of phone calls on this watch, and no one even says anything about me being on a watch or anything of that nature. Now, the text messaging obviously is a little different. You have a different menu there to text message, but you have all the options that you do on your phone. So I've started a new message here, and when you first start the message, this is what it looks like, and you have the option to use voice. You can use this one with the finger and the little S. You can draw out all the stuff there. And then obviously you go to your emojis, and it'll just bring up all these different emojis here that you can possibly do. I mean, this is endless fun in here, just like your text messaging. Or you can do these set messages right here. And just, go from there. Or you can open up the keyboard and then you can start texting away if you choose to do so. This is perfectly fine for a smartwatch. And there's Bixby routines when you hold that button there. But this is perfectly fine. One of the best smartwatches I've ever used in quite a long time. Obviously, you know that the Amazfit is my favorite lineup. And yes, it is here. The Amazfit lineup to me is probably one of the best sets of watches because they're universal. They look premium too. They don't look and feel as premium as this watch. This one doesn't, as a matter of fact. This is my favorite watch, the GTR 2. I know the GTR 3 is out and everyone keeps saying, oh, if you get the GTR 3, you're going to be even more amazed. I checked out the GTR 3 and it's not much difference from this. So this is another premium feeling watch. While the body on it isn't as flat-sided and chamfered and sharpened off as the Galaxy Watch 4, it is still a phenomenal watch. and I think it looks just as elegant. And that is my favorite watch of 2021. But I think going forward, this might be my watch of choice if I end up not buying any other watches. I do have obviously Apple Watches, which very seldom do I wear those unless I'm wearing my iPhone. The battery on the Apple Watches just really aren't that good in my experience. So with this battery though lasting for over 2 days on a single charge without power saving mode, and I get a lot of notifications, I'm absolutely ecstatic about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the follow-up on this thing, man. I love this watch, and I just wanted to share, some real world usage and, me actually getting the products in and getting your feedback on it. Like, do you have this watch too? Why did you buy the Classic over over the Watch 4? I mean, because they're pretty much the same watches. One just has a physical dial, and that's the only thing that's different. But why did you buy the Watch 4 over the Classic? What was your reasoning for the color that you purchased? All these things are good conversation. So thanks you guys for watching, and I appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm really enjoying this in companion with my Z Fold 3. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.